First of all, good morning and welcome to all of you to our hometown. I appreciate you coming here. I'm here today basically for two reasons. First of all, I love my country and the Constitution, and I believe America was built on the idea that no one is above the law, especially presidents, and that we should all live by the same set of rules shaped by the Constitution. Democracy requires every person to play their part, and I hope that by being here today, we can bring ourselves a little further away from the brink and back to being a country where we can disagree civilly and search for the truth and justice, and that outweighs the partisan urge for spectacle and point scoring. I will do my part, and I hope you'll do yours. The second reason I'm here deserve not just justice, but healing. They've been waiting too long for both. Through my brief acquaintance, and though I never witnessed during our limited interactions any indication of what was going on, I'm here to offer what little I know so I can do my part to prevent something like this from happening again. I have to just say one personal thing. Since Hillary came in yesterday, she had nothing. There's a picture of us both shaking hands with him in a photo line in 1993 at a fundraiser for the White House Historical Association. I don't know how it is under President Trump, but when I was there, it was about the most non-political operation you can imagine. There were people who loved the White House, who were interested in it, would give a little money every year to do things that needed doing around the house. And nothing nearly as extravagant as the ballroom or any of that, just things that had to be done. And neither she nor I remembered shaking his hand all those years ago. So I don't think that was right. On the other hand, I do think you should be talking to me. I think you should have called me. I did take those plane trips with him, and you have a right to ask those questions. So I'm glad to be here, and I understand what the oath is. I have to be honest with you. You know, I'll be 80 years old if I live to my next birthday. I don't remember everything that happened 24 years ago, but I do remember some things, and I will tell you what I remember as best I can. We, each of us, owe the victims nothing less than the truth and accuracy. We owe that to the American people. And I actually hope that you will be able to come up with some suggestions that will reduce, you'll be able to do that. I know that Hillary talked a little yesterday about what the State Department does and what she pushed when she was Secretary of State. We had to deal with it, and in my foundation, I saw it, and we were working there trying to stop deaths from diarrhea. They have to be about 9 before they're worth anything to us. So this is really important, and I will do what I can to make whatever contribution I can. Thank you.
3 to 4 times while you were the sitting president between 1995 and 1996, president.
I do not remember doing that. I do not believe I did.
How do you explain this discrepancy?
Objection. Calls for him to speculate.
I can't speculate. But all I can tell you is I don't remember being there.
Okay. Bill Clinton met to the reaction to that.
It's not true.
Do you have any dates associated with that? Were there dates on the diary? With
I
respect
don't
to-
have that information, but we'll be happy to share it with you.
Would be terrific, because I
Yeah.
think there are also records that would reflect where else he would have been. So thanks.
Did she say that in her book? The book came out more recently. Did she say that in the book?
I'm just reading you the entry from her diary that,
I think she ultimately reached a different conclusion, although I had no contact with her.
okay, well, I just want to make sure that it's on the record that that is what Virginia Dufresne.
Ever, anywhere? I have no idea.
Did you ever?
Then I did not do that. I've never been to that island. I didn't, there's nothing that I saw when I was around him. Not that I recall. No.
Mr. President, with the benefit of hindsight, were there things you witnessed that could have suggested
I do not believe so.